and welcome to my channel. My name is Raven. For those of you who are new, definitely be sure to go and hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so that way you are up to date with whenever I post. Okay, girl? Okay. So today's video is actually going to be something kind of a bit different, because I really want to talk about how black women are portrayed to the media. And I want to talk about this literally because I am so freaking annoyed with people attacking the black women and black community because of the color of their skin or how we're portrayed to be. And these comments in particular that I got on this video that I did, it really made me want to go ahead and talk about this on my channel. So recently, like on Sunday or Monday, I uploaded a video and it was a mukbang of me talking about Sin Santana and how she was talking about how black men cherish Latina women. And I stated my opinion about it, which was basically, I feel like, there was nothing wrong with what she said, because I feel like it is true that black men do cherish Latina women. But I feel like it has a lot to do with, like, the lighter you are, the prettier you are, and the darker you are, the uglier you are. Like, I feel like social media has a huge impact on who we like, or like our preferences and stuff along those lines. And I gave like a few examples about how that video went viral like last week of a black woman going off on her boyfriend at the store. And then I talked about like Carmen and Corey's situation. And basically I was saying things like, I feel like black men can't like manipulate black women like they can with other races. And I'm not trying to put down any other race or anything, and I'm not saying that it's easier to manipulate people of other races or women of other races in particular. I just feel like black women is a little bit more aggressive than Latino women, because the black women and Latinas, they do have a lot in common. We're technically like the same. Our features are the same, our attitudes, personalities, we all discriminated against towards. But with the black women, it's like we're created to be, or we're portrayed to be like these ghetto, ratchet, uneducated people. There were a few comments that was left on my video, and these was the ones that stuck out to me. So one of them said, this one was actually posted today: "You're disgusting. That's why you single. No man wants an overweight woman with a bad attitude, abortion having witch." The next comment said, "I'm glad Tommy Sotomayor is exposing you ugly black bitches to white people, just like Kodak Black, Kanye West, Kevin Hart, Lil Wayne, Lance Cross, Tay Diggs, Tyrese Gibson, Trick Daddy, Gilbert Arenas, what is this, Golo 9, Glock 9, I don't know, ASAP Rocky, Malik Smiley, Peter Thomas, Meek Mill, and I hope more black men expose you ugly black bitches to white people, because black women are obsolete at this point. Niggas need to boycott black women." And then the other comment said, "Fat black bitch eating. Didn't see that coming." So basically, all those things have something in common. Yes, a couple of them was calling me fat. Like, honestly, you want to call me fat, I don't care. Like, if I was insecure and wasn't happy with myself, then I would probably feel some type of way. But luckily, and thank God, I have this mentality, like, your opinion of me is irrelevant. Like, if your name is not Jesus Christ, I don't care what you think or what you have to say about me, because it's void and void, boo. But the thing that did stick out to me about all these comments was it did talk about black women and black bitch. Like, the person said, "Fat black bitch." And then after that, the other one was talking about ugly black bitches. And then the very first one, it said, with a bad attitude, abortion having witch. And I feel like all those have something in common, because it was trying to put down black women. So the first one, the one that I was just talking about, where it was talking about you abortion having witch, like, that's a stereotype about black women having abortions, and black people or black women not knowing who their baby daddies is and doing this and doing that. Like, I feel like that was a stereotype. And then us black women being ugly. And I feel like they just really was trying to like put us black women down by saying that, like, we don't know who our baby daddies are, we ghetto, we ratchet, we're uneducated, you know, we're ugly. And I feel like that has a part to do with what I was saying before with social media, because social media says that the lighter you are, the prettier you are, the darker you are, the uglier you are. And we see a lot of our famous actors and stuff, they're constantly, like black actors, dating women outside their race. And I feel like it's fine to have a preference, you know. Like one of the things is with what's his name, Malik Smiley, when he did his interview, and I feel like he set himself up because he should have read that. So he literally did an interview and he said that he doesn't date black women. He said he's unattracted to black women. He would date any other race besides black women because he's unattracted to them. That's what he said. And he, of course, got attacked for saying that, and he tried to come back and say, like, it's not like that. Producers told me what to say, and I didn't mean it like that. And there was a section where I said X, Y, and Z, and they cut that out and made it sound like I just don't like black women. He was like, I just had terrible experience with black women. And everybody's like, you're 15. Like, what have you been through with a black woman? Like, you know, you're 15 years old. You didn't experience nothing yet. And I just feel like, you know, these women, especially like in the movies, like I stated before in the video where I was talking about Santana, like, black women are portrayed to be these aggressive people. And yes, we do have aggressive personalities and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of that is because we don't take bullshit. And we've been through so much, like, in our history, with our past, you know, how black people were raised and how they were treated. And now we're being treated still like that. We're seeing this in music videos because people don't want to put the dark-skinned women in music videos and like in movies and stuff. You know, black women are always portrayed to be like the ghetto, or they gotta play ratchet, and it's never nothing like really that serious all the time. A little bit now we getting a taste of it, like thanks to shows like Star and stuff, but it's like, why do we always have to be portrayed as these ghetto people? And we're not. And then we have like this Tommy dude who sit here and he said that black people are more of a threat than guns and violence and stuff. And he was talking down amongst like the Black Lives Matter and everything. Basically, he feel like it's a gang and this, that, and the other. And it's like, why? Because we're trying to stand up for our own people. What is wrong with us like trying to stand up for our community and, you know, help prevent like racism and, you know, help like us build that equality and everything? Like, what is wrong with that? You know, what is wrong with us starting a movement? Why is it a problem? Because we're trying to make a difference. And I feel like with black women, it's just like people are so offended or feel some type of way towards us because we're boisterous. And that's the huge reason that people look down amongst us, is because we're boisterous and we're open about how we feel, what we gotta say. We get straight to the point, no ifs, ands, or buts around it. We don't take no bullshit from people. And we're these creatures though. You know, black women and black people are considered to be dangerous when there's criminals in every freaking race. There's ghetto and there's ignorant and there's immature and every freaking race. You know, like, you can't categorize a whole community just because there are people in that race who are ignorant and criminals and do this and they do that. Like, I'm not coming at all white people and be like, oh, white people blow up the schools. No, I'm not saying that. I mean, there's crazy people that's in the community that blows up schools, just like there's crazy people in the black community that goes and they rob liquor stores and stuff like that, you know? One thing, I grew up in a predominantly white area. Do you know how many rapists and like child predators that was out there? Didn't know. I wouldn't think that because, you know, I grew up in the suburbs, but you go online, there's a lot of them, and not all of them are black. There's people in every freaking race that's on that freaking list. You know, how do you think it feels to hear someone say, oh, Raven, it's hard for me to believe you're from Detroit because you don't act like it? Why? Because I'm educated? How do you think it feels when someone sits and says to you, oh, where are you from? You say you're from Detroit. And they're like, oh, so that means you most likely got a gun in your purse. The fuck? I've never touched a gun in my freaking life. I don't abuse drugs, and I don't abuse alcohol. But that's because you guys see that on TV, so you assume that I'm like that, or the whole black community is like that. That's not true. And I feel like these men who are sitting here making these videos and doing these interviews talking about how they don't like black women and they wouldn't date black women. It's fine to have a preference. That is absolutely fine. But to sit here and make it seem like we're these ugly creatures and we're disgusting, that's your own self-hate. And these men, so are you sitting here and saying that you don't like your mother because she's black? Oh, but I love my mom. And these same people that sit here and they say this crap about black women are the same ones that sit here and call us queens. And they be like, oh, I love my black queens and I love queens, or hi queen, how you doing? Like, you sit here and you acknowledge us as that, but you don't want nothing to do with us, right? You were created from a black woman. Why us black women always have to be put down just because of the color of our skin? How do you think it feels when you go to a freaking casting company or a modeling company and they sit and say to you, oh, we love everything about you, but we already have someone that looks like you? Damn. Because I'm black? That's why you don't want to work with me or sign with me? Because I'm black? You know, we get so much hate from other people of every race, every other race, especially the whites. And to have that within the people within our own community, how does that look? Because the white people are going to be like, see, like, even a black person, that black person said, like how old dude was like Kevin Hart said, or like Tommy said, or Kanye West said this, that, and other. And they're exposing black women and black people. Like, for our own community to be doing that, how does that look? It doesn't look good. So that's when I'm about to just end this video, because I just want to know why this is such a big issue. Why in 2019 we're even having this conversation. Leave a comment below and let me know what you guys think about this topic. And I'll see you guys in the next video.